Well, holiday lights are a big part of what gets us into the spirit of the season. But which Minnesota neighborhood outshines all the rest? Chris Shaffer introduces us to a St. Paul man whose Christmas spirit was so strong, it spread down the entire block.
If you find yourself driving around the east side of St. Paul this holiday season and you spy an entire block with flickering lights,
R31 David, show me code 6, electrical disturbance.
Don't be alarmed. It's just Doug.
Must have gotten some water in that one.
We know he can replace a light bulb, but how many Dougs does it take to light up an entire neighborhood?
Doug is awesome.
Without him, it would have never got started.
Well, it appears just one.
You get one of those.
Doug Schultz and his wife have lived in this east side neighborhood for close to 30 years. Decorating for Christmas is simply a family tradition.
Back growing up, my mom was big into doing Christmas lights in the house, and when I bought the house here, we started putting some decorations out, lights on the house, and a couple of plastic figurines.
Each year, his Christmas display got a little bigger.
Over the years, we kept buying more and more items, the plastic figures and stuff at garage sales and Craigslist.
Doug didn't know it at the time, but he was on a mission. The collection grew, along with their holiday spirit, until they reached a Christmas critical mass. They ran out of yard.
I think it was in 2012. We were sitting around the bonfire with the neighbors one summer night.
It was at that point that Doug asked a question of his neighbors that would forever change this St. Paul neighborhood.
And said, hey, you know, can we do Christmas in your yard?
Asked if he can move down and get bigger.
I got started one night when Doug asked me to plug in one cord.
A few cocktails later, this is what happens.
Yes, this is what happens.
Pretty cool.
10 of Doug's neighbors' yards make up this beautifully choreographed display called the Schultz Family Lights.
From the Schultz family to your family, Merry Christmas.
Mary, did you know that your baby...
Trolleys, buses, and cars slowly troll by, filling each onlooker with Christmas spirit, very much like the original Christmas light. And like the original Christmas story, people bring gifts.
Last year we were just over 6,000 pounds collected and given to Merrick between the cash and the foods.
With 10 different yards, miles of cord, it takes Doug 2 weeks to set this up. Yet he doesn't take a dime.
I get the joy of hearing the kids out front saying hi to Santa up in the upstairs window, waving at him.
It's all Doug's plan.
And perhaps Doug's plan is this simple: to get a few more people to see the light.
And Doug has even offered to help his neighbors with their electricity bills to help defer the cost. But so far, no one has taken him up on it. Next week, we are looking for the best church choir in Minnesota. Share your favorite with us on our Facebook page.